All right, folks, we are back. So glad to be back on a Tuesday. What's happening? Let's get to some business. As you know, we're having a little special, Black Friday special, now Cyber Monday. So get on over to harmonictrader.com and get the everything 30% off. I mean, just everything. This is the time. Also, free trial. So let's get that out of the way. Anybody that's coming to these sessions, you are new, old, doesn't matter. You got to get with the software that is the cornerstone of everything we do. So send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. The Black Friday special will expire at the end of next week. And then finally, tomorrow, we will have our webinar, HPC Black Friday webinar, Cyber Monday, whatever webinar. And so get with that. Invites have been sent out, and we will send more invites. If you did not get your invitation, probably the best way to get in on that is just come over to the Discord. The link is in the description, and I will pop it back in. But now's the time to get with the tools, get with the program, because we need to talk about a few things. Let's get to Bitcoin really quick. Thank you. Yes, David, what's up? Thank you, David, as always. Den, Jason, Mr. Lodak, Victoria, Snipes, Rec Law, Bebedurka. Sorry, man. Justin, what's happening? Lake, everyone else, you guys have a good weekend? I'm so glad to be back. You know, I was away, holidays, family thing. So back on my setup, back on streaming on X. What's up, X people? I almost want to just do X exclusively at this point, but we'll talk about that another time. What we need to get into is the pause, the Bitcoin pause, and then the major targets that were hit. Put a little post on Twitter this morning that I've scaled out of major positions, and I will continue to do so today, tomorrow. It's not a big deal. I'm just taking profits. If we were going to continue to run, we would be higher. And we have, in every situation, we have massive reasons why it's time to take action at levels. That's the plan. For Bitcoin, it's all been about this hop level, 95,805, 96,000, quite some time. And this is the pause zone. I mean, it's not an indictment on the magnificence of Bitcoin. It is more a respect of natural price movements. So there's your 30-bar window. Get us till December 11th, next Wednesday. That will be a week after tomorrow's webinar. Okay, and again, everyone will get an invitation, and it's also posted in our Discord for basic members, trials, and premium subscribers. We'll have a lot to talk about because I think the next week is going to be pivotal. You're going to be setting up major opportunities, but right now, I have to say like 90%, maybe 95% of the patterns that we've been looking at for 6 months have played out on the initial thrust. A lot of these are 5 to 10x. And you can't be, you're going to have to commit to a plan and take profits no matter what when you get to these kind of levels. Bitcoin right now, I think, is going to probably set us off where we can at least finish this pause by the 10th or the 11th. So sideways for another week. And we have reasons to look at that, okay, and really focus in. Check out what's going on our amplified RSI, HSI. We're really close. We're down to the 50 level. We need to crack through that. That should then send us. But I think more demonstratively is the simple fact that since last week, HSI on the daily basis, we went down. We almost got a perfect oversold. That would have been an ideal high-level oversold trigger. And I still say this is just a sideways grind. I'm looking for the next possibility. The strongest situation that we'd want to see would be some kind of HSI arrow back testing the zone here. Somewhere up here, 89, 90, 92, something like that. We need an arrow. That would be our counter signal, and then it would send it. But for now, we're well under the 50 level. That's suggesting more sideways action lower. And then we'll see. You guys, can you wait a week? I know it's been a crazy month. Look, one of the best months ever for me, quite frankly, and for a lot of people. Okay, and it doesn't keep going straight up. We'll look at a number of situations, but we also have to say, okay, we have reached initial targets. That's the deal on Bitcoin. And again, if we're looking for the 102.5 level, which has always been my target by the end of January, I do think we will get it maybe before the end of the year. What is that? That's the 1618 expansion. Okay, we're looking for it like this. Bang, down to the low from August. Remember that low? Doesn't seem too long ago. Where's my, sorry, wrong one. The 1618 is off the last cycle. That's what I thought. It's like this. Multi-year, 1618, minimum target. And so we should not really fear the deer. Fear the deer. Imagine following a team that says fear the deer. Yes, go Bucks. 1618. Okay. That's what it's all about. And that's been the plan. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be an important level. Why? Because when we get to the 1618, it's going to tell us, do we do the immediate 1902 overshoot? That's our layered zone. And yes, harmonics are all about the layers. So 1618 is like there, and I get this exactly right, like there. High to low all time. 1025. That's been everything. So what are other reasons why? 1025, great big number. I do think we get the 1902. Let's say we pause, we finish this by next week, which I really think we will. And then we probably get a big candle thrust that up to 115. That's the next step for Bitcoin. 102.5 minimum, hit it, close the month somewhere between 102.5 and 115, hitting, I think, 115 this month. Not a big deal. Just another step in the process. Again, the daily is going to dictate when. So let this pause that started, I don't know, what was that, 2 weeks ago? It really started with the completion of the pattern. Actually, 3 weeks ago, we entered into that zone in strong fashion. It's just a pause. Don't get worked up by it. I'm not saying anything critical, Bitcoin or maxis. I'm just saying all markets have to do stair-step wave action to climb the mountains they want to climb. That's where we are. Now let's talk about some mountains. Let's talk about XRP. Because yes, I've been lightening up on XRP ever since we hit the 270 level. That was yesterday. Cleared out more this morning. Here's 270, guys. Okay, so if you're not following me on X, please do so. If you're not a subscriber, because usually that's the kind of information I send to my subscribers first, get with the program. But it's like that. What is this XRP deal? Well, there's two things going on. Remember the connect the dots situation? Well, first, remember this beautiful pattern? I mean, that's just amazing. So we'll go back and we'll write textbooks about the patterns that preceded all of these moves. But again, straight up, Straight down? No, I don't think so. But I think straight up pause. And that's the important thing to consider when you're talking major levels, especially when they satisfy your proper alignments, which XRP does. And it's always been about this. X, A, B, C, D. And because the B point is at a 58.3, that is within the tolerance of the Gartley. And the Gartley is a 786. So 260, 265, maybe 270. And then check out the beauty of and the magic of the 886. I mean, are you kidding me? The 886, I think I need to get on the right. Where are we going here? Hold on. Yeah. Let me get on that one. Let me get on a good feed. That's XLM. Come on, XRP. There you go. XRP like that. So 886. Kissed that. That was like 290. And so what am I talking about here? I'm talking about another pause. Okay? That's the beauty of the harmonic patterns. You get these pauses. It's probably better on the monthly. Sure. Yep. And we could go into doing a sideways grind. And I would even think, you know, okay, what are some possibilities here? And I know everyone's like hot on XRP now after years, but let's just throw up some hypothetical numbers. 236 get you somewhere like 225, 230. We were almost there this morning. Yeah, we had a flash. We did hit that 382. Amazing. We already hit the 382 off the high to low. But I think we have more work to do. So scaled back, took a bunch of profits. I will chill and maybe a few days. I think it's going to have, we're going to have to get the Bitcoin situation running again. Anybody that's going in here is FOMOing, and I don't care where it goes. I wouldn't be surprised to see XRP continue later in the cycle, but for now, I'm happy with it. So that's, for me, great. And that's Harmonic in action well in advance. I can't emphasize that enough. Everybody that's here, and especially the new folks, get with the HPC program for TradingView by sending your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. You will be sent an invitation later today, if you have not already received it, for tomorrow's exclusive invite-only HPC software. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever. But get the free trial. It's open to all trial subscribers, owners of the software, and then even on Discord, I posted that link. So get on over on the Discord. It's all free. All free. Also, new folks. A lot of new people. Great to see you. I need to direct your attention to becoming a basic member. If you are not at the moment, register now and then review all the books. Get with the software. Treat that as like your 30-day grind, if you will. Dig in now because this crypto cycle is going to go to about May. We have 4 or 5 months max. And then it goes away. It's like crypto Olympics. It'll come back 4 years from now. But still plenty of time. This, also the Black Friday special. Okay, that's over end of next week. 30% off. This is the time to jump on it. If you get the trial now, okay, we'll honor it till the end of the month, but you have to get the trial. And we know who you are. Will there be a rerun for the webinar? Yes, it will be recorded and it will be posted on the Discord. Let's talk a couple other big targets. Cardano. What a move. What a move on Cardano. I mean, like, way to go. Little Cardano plebes are very happy. It's a big 382, guys. 130 was always the target. Really not, I mean, just not a lot going on here other than, okay, massive 382. I'm just looking for a pause. And then let me just show you on, so here's some of the stuff that I posted weeks ago about these targets. Let me show you here over on X. Love X. I really do. Way to go. We posted this the 22nd, and I know I posted some things even earlier than that. And same with XRP. So that was 130. That was like almost 3 weeks ago. And same with XRP, 270 was the target. And then other ones too. The only thing that didn't reach was XLM. But I told you 53 cents is a number, still is a number. We didn't get to 72, but enough time has passed where I think we go into a pause. Here's Cardano. And Cardano is quite a specimen because we want to understand how these dynamics served us well, and then we apply them going forward. So all-time 382 was right there. And it didn't spend much time. You know, now 118. Okay, 130 was right there. It was clipped. 133 was the high. And yes, this is still on an uptrend. You know, I'm not trying to say the end is nigh. No, I'm just saying we hit major targets. We had a plan. I want to stick to that plan, and I don't want to veer off of it because that's how we're going to pull money out of this cycle. If you're going to ride this thing forever, thinking it's going to go, and it very well could go to $2 or $3. But if you don't have a plan to get in, get out, and you don't follow that plan, then you're trading randomly and you're destined to lose. And that's the truth. Really quick, XLM. What's here on XLM? It's a few things. Okay, XLM, just phenomenal. You know, one of the best things I've done in a long time. And remember, it was weekly oversold at like 9 cents. We had daily patterns down there that just, you know, it had everything. It had everything. All of those patterns to looking left. Just phenomenal. And then blew through the 20-cent mark, and just go back and look. I mean, go back to the X feed, go back a month ago, and you will see all the things we were talking about. I mean, more than 30 days in advance. And you just go through that as an educational endeavor. And most of those patterns, they all played out. I mean, just been... if there is another book, what happened in the last 30 days will be a big chunk of that book, of the patterns, the levels, the patience required. But here's XLM. The big number on XLM was like this. Okay, what do we see? 3 declining peaks. That really should, if this was going to blast off, we should have reached 72 cents. Has given us plenty of time. Has given us, we're up here above 50 cents going on our 3rd week now, and you can't continue higher. You can't continue above that. Also, this descending peak situation is just another sign of respecting what the rhythm, the rhyming of this market. So that's like a 786, really. 786. And then again, another 786 right off the top there. I mean, that was almost exact. The second peak, not so much. And I still think I think XLM has got higher levels to come. But you don't go up 500%, guys, in a short period of time without getting some retracement. And we've seen it in the best of them. So please be aware that that's the situation. And then even if we want to play it super light and just say, okay, what's the minimum pullback here? 236, something like that. It's like 48. We already hit 236s. We saw that this morning on Cardano, XRP, excuse me. what's the bigger move? The right move here is like a 382, somewhere low 40s, and dare I say a 50% level. That's not too crazy either. I think it's around 35 to 40 cents generally. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin over the next few days. It all depends on Bitcoin. That's why these all moved. Bitcoin triggered everybody to get off the sidelines and then get with the program and just flood into these alts. Yep, we can look at all those. Sure. Jasmine, yeah, the patterns. All the patterns have been looking left. And they're working out. What's up, Justin? Justin wants to take a victory lap on VE chain. I admire your tenacity, man. Way to stick with that. Look at that, up to 7. But what am I going to say here? Don't be surprised to see this thing come back a little bit. VE chain from, what was that? 1.8, 1.9 to 7. Well done. Well done. Let's rifle through. AIOZ did a big move last week. Big. Okay, big thrust to 130. Remember all the patterns we talked about at 37? This is how you do it. You don't have to connect the dots. And that's, let me just say something. I'll get into it more tomorrow in the HBC webinar. You do not have to connect dots and be guessing. Let the algos do the work for you. For AIOZ, we were saying 37, 39 the whole time. And that was a mild 3x. Okay, it's still on an uptrend. This thing is still got a ways to go. I mean, AIOZ is one of our price discovery candidates. And you look at that. That will still go up, but temporary pause here. Those are the step-by-step process of the markets. Yeah, there's definitely. I'm just riffing here. More data. I hear it, Neil. Or Michael. What's up, Michael? Welcome to the show. Couple more. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, XYO, HNT. No, HNT started moving. We talked about HNT last time. HNT, it was around 8, or it's 8 now, 880, but all of that was like $5. And this is the beauty of the software, seriously. You don't have to think about, am I doing it right? Am I identifying it right? Let the software define the zones, look for the confirmation, and respond. HNT is probably overextended off that shark at 880. You don't have to get it exact to be successful. If you get 70%, 50% of the move, you're doing better than most. A couple more of these explosive coins. Jasmine, yeah. And did a big move off of what? The bat? Remember the bat at 2.2? Yep. It was just a matter of time. Like all of these, they've all kind of filtered in, trickled into the last bit of ones that did not move. But look at Jasmine. This is what I'm thinking with, analyzing the longer term recovery ranges. And maybe I was a little too critical of recovery candidates, especially HBAR. But something like this is just a 382 recovery range on Jasmine to get you to 14 cents. I think we'll get an opportunity, get another opportunity here. We're getting a lot of things like this. Where is it? Well, I would go to a 4-hour chart, and this is something else I'll talk about tomorrow. The number of bearish patterns that have really highlighted the best opportunities. It's like this. We usually get some kind of blast off the low. Then you get a bearish pattern. It goes to T1, and that's where your acceleration move begins. This is exactly the kind of thing I'll be looking for in the next week on all of those that have mooned. Bearish pattern set up, come back and go. I will supply that list tomorrow. Couple more. SUI for a persistent Neil. What's going on, Neil? SUI, 373. This is another price discovery situation. Okay, all-time highs. Still, you know, now that's strong. That's the kind of thing where as long as we can break out above these highs at 394, that continues. That's a little bit different than some of the other ones we're seeing. But SUI, not a problem there. Hourly, 4 hour, something like that. Yeah, we had this high level HSI dot around 310. I would love to get pullbacks on these. Absolutely. Here's a lesser known XYO. What was that, up 300? Get out of here. Whoa. Okay, but what was here? You know what I'm going to say. Look at this. This is the exact setup we're going to use for the rest of the cycle. Big bat pattern looking left at half a penny. So now you're up 8x. Well done. But this is the better situation. We did the first move. That kind of identifies it, flags it. Oh, a deep grab. Great. Then you have the reaction down. Okay, this right here, that's some secret sauce. Because at 0.008, 0.8 of a penny, was the real blast off stage. I mean, sure, you could have caught it back here at 0.4 of a cent, but look, how nice is that? You're in it for about 5 days. That's what trading's all about, optimizing time in, reducing drawdown, and then, but I don't think this is going to stay here. Seriously, come on. You're kidding yourself if you're, you know, another situation here where if you are up 4x, 5x, and you can track it, but measure off the pattern, high to low. 1618 at this point, 1618 is there, is at 2.4, and it just blows right through. Where are we? 314 exactly. Yeah, you're getting to extreme numbers. Maximum on this, maybe a 3618 at 5 cents, and then back down. Maybe not all the way, but 50% correction, something like that. Please be aware these are the realities of this kind of a move. It's a huge thrust. It's not sustainable unless you're going to have some kind of significant retracement. And yeah, there was the pattern looking left. Target 1 was 4.9. That could happen. But anybody that got that, hats off to you. Absolutely. What's up? Mitt Call wants to look at Synapse. Just another one. Patterns looking left. Look at all those patterns. This probably hasn't even played out yet. This is one of the few laggards. But again, how do we know? Well, look at all the patterns being generated here. You know, the low end was like 38, 39, maybe somewhere 30 to 40 cents. You're now 73. I would break it down. You know, don't blindly chase it, but can we get some oversold? We had this back on the 28th. Yeah. It'll go. It's taking its time. But not a problem with those. Couple more. What's up? Takita wants to look at CVR. CVR. Do I know that one? What's CVR, my friend? You mean CRV? Don't worry, I have dyslexia too. Took me years to figure it out. Maybe CRV? 90. 90. Wasn't this 30 cents? It sure was. And look at the patterns. Look, hop level at 26. And you're up here at target 97 top end. I would expect that to almost be done for now. I mean, come on. If you're down here at 20, 30, and you go to 90, your trading management has to come into play. And you would want to leave some money on the table to capture these levels. I like that. That's loco. Christoph, what's up? Zcash. Zcash, another kind of delayed monster, but we know Zcash had patterns galore at $20. Look at all these patterns. I can't even, there's so many there, I have to stretch it out. Big patterns looking left. This has got a massive range to it. So you're 70 at the moment off of the 20 low. You got to do the all-time range. These are either going to target 382 or 236, like that. Like 236 is there, 94-ish. 382 at 150. You know, that's probably a good cycle metric. 382 and then pause and then get to the 886 eventually next year. Something like that. But nice to see it off of that base. That thing did nothing for a long time. Long time. XDC, that's the one that runs in sympathy with XRP, and I need to do some work on that and really investigate what that's about. Yeah, that was 2 to 7. All right, well, you can see already in the candle, you should be able to bust through prior resistance, not surge close. And I would say even like this, look, you're looking at 2 main levels when you're going here. We did this with XLM, XRP, get to the 382 and then get to the 886. Like if you're really going to bust through, you would get through the 886 and we'd be higher. We would continue without hesitation if you were going to do something like that. Doesn't mean you won't get there. It just means that, hey, the buyers aren't going to take it seriously other than an impulsive thrust. 382, 50%, and then go again. And this had big patterns. We had some patterns down here, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. Couple of patterns. You know, it was not easy. Listen, HBAR was probably the one that got most people. I had a little HBAR. I sold it this morning at about 32 cents. HBAR was like this. Weekly. Let me get a better one. Where's Binance feed? Coinbase, not Coin. I want Binance. Binance US. What's going on here? There you go. MEXC, that's always a good one. Yeah, weekly oversold. That was 5 cents. That and Cardano were the two where I was like, okay, probably being a little too dismissive. Some small patterns here. Listen, something's up with HBAR, but I'm not chasing it. I would look to take profits. Oh, here it is. This is what you got. It was a deep crab, about 9 cents, went to 5 cents. And you're hitting target 1. So these targets are relative. 28 to 35. 35 is target 2. That's how we read it. That's it. Thanks, Eric. Eric is saying, so glad he got the software. It's a game changer, and you got a lifetime deal. That's awesome, and he wants to look at MATIC. Yeah, let's look at MATIC. MATIC was another one. Vegas, you were asking about that. What was the deal on MATIC? Daily, multiple patterns. And it's not a bad thing that it maybe hasn't gone as much. Where is the MATIC? Where's my MATIC chart where we hit 75? There it was. It was a couple of patterns. This is Binance or Binance US. It's a first thrust. 39, 43 cents, something like that. Up to about 75. It's now 68. What do? Do you just jump out? No. If you guys are in doubt, okay, at any point in this crypto cycle, let's say you've got massive profits, sell in chunks, peel off 10%, wait a few hours, wait a day, and then see how you feel and assess the situation. Even though we hit targets on a lot of these, they're still going to take time. You know, I think at least a week, maybe more, to whittle their way back down and give us the next bunch of setups. So MATIC, okay, I'm okay with it. Take a small chunk, and then maybe take another small chunk tomorrow, and then maybe one more the next day. Seize the profits. Don't sit on your hands. Marcin wants to look at Rose. Yeah, it's been a while on that one. Rose, 12 cents from 5 cents. They all have done this. They've all done this. The 4-hour, oh yeah, daily chart looking left. Beautiful. This one is actually a type 2 because we did have that move to 11.55. Maybe we go to 14 cents. And then we see the weekly. Ooh, I like this. I like this because we can use the bearish pattern as a part of our analysis and a target where, go back and retest that. So where I was saying 14.4, maybe you get to 16.7, 16.7, maybe as high as 20 on that move. It's a little bit different than other things we've seen. A little bit of a laggard, but still all harmonics are there. Do we get, Neil's asking, do we get a pullback on SUI? I think so. I think you have to give it a little time, Neil. Again, if you're nervous or you're sitting on profit and you're wondering questions like that, sell 5%. See how you feel. I think it puts you in a much better headspace than trying to hold on. Believe me, I've been doing that the last 2 weeks on XLM and stuff like that. Bounces to 60, back to 44, back up to 58. Then I just started selling chunks. I will get back in on that for the larger move. It's not there just yet. You got it, guys. Listen, again, true that. You got to get over everybody. Okay, get the Harmonic Pattern Collection trial. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst. Also, the Ninja Trader and MetaTrader, got a lot of people starting to get on those with crypto with great, just great feedback. Those are kind of the Cadillac versions. Get there, become a basic member, and again, don't forget, tomorrow, Black Friday webinar, you will get the invitation. If you don't get it, jump on over to our Discord. It'll be there. Thank you. Who wanted SHX? Because I'm still along that. Have not sold any SHX, by the way. Yeah, we can get, wow, you guys have tons. I'm just scrolling back through here. I saw that for Phil. What's up, Phil? What do I think about SHX and the 1618 target? I think that's my plan. You know, SHX. Ooh, look at that. 1.4 pennies. I started my position at 0.45, added at 0.665, added more at 0.9. I think this is a big winner. And I haven't sold, and I have a big chunk. I have up to 3 million of these. Okay, I haven't sold, and I won't sell. This one, I think, is playing catch up. People are just becoming aware. It has gone from like a 35 million, million, not billion, just million, small market cap to about 50. I say it goes to 100 or more. 1618 all time. Again, this is different depending on your data feed, but I think it's something like that. We get to 1.8, maybe 2, but I'm looking for the 3618 blast off. Get me all the way up there. I might even have to put in some limit orders. This is usually a low volume. We've seen with some of those, like XYO and others, where they absolutely sail on through. Might not be a bad idea, but maybe sell 10%, 5%, but I wouldn't do that till like 3.7 cents. I'm looking for the 5X on this puppy. Minimum. Minimum. I like what it's doing now. Give me the strong daily close tonight and keep rocking. There are many of these still. What's up, Freeze? Freeze is asking for stocks. NASDAQ is up. Excuse me. NASDAQ is down 6. S&P is like down 5. We can talk about stocks in a minute because I think we need an update there. But this is, I like this one. You know, this is a lot like ACH, which has been on our portfolio for a while. So really, since we added the T coins, Alchemy Pay, and I think this one, there's a lot of reasons to like this. Alchemy Pay has done a type 1 off the bat pattern, 2.8 to 3.7. You're 3.3 at the moment. Not really any confirmation. I think this thing could still run, maybe go to target 2. But then when we get back here, and this is where we need to look at the weekly situation, because that has barely moved. Yeah, you're triple off the low or you're double off the low, but I'm talking about major recovery ranges for this kind of stuff. Okay, and like can we get from, look, 382, use those numbers, guys. It's not difficult. You just need to know what levels to be looking at because there's a character to these. So a 382 recovery range on ACH is 9 cents, 9.5. That's a triple. 886. Again, it's a little bit different depending on your feed, but these are real recovery ranges. Some of the big ones, like Litecoin. Who would have known? Litecoin. 115, 128. Holy smokes. But ever since that downtrend breakout, beautiful. That's weekly oversold. Also, remember daily patterns looking left. Where were they? Deep crab right there. 56. And that perfect one too. Look, sometimes it's not easy, especially if you're going to try to draw by hand. You're not going to see it. I'm just telling you. That's why, listen, if anybody has trouble, like seriously, even you don't have the cash to buy the program, will you please reach out to me? Okay. I've got a lot of new people, and somebody asked me recently, what do I think about, what should I recommend to him about getting into trading the market? And I asked him, well, how much experience do you have? He's like, not a lot. And I said, well, take your money. And he had like maybe $1,000, $2,000. And I said, go study your ass off for 30 days and then trade. I said, because if you try to jump right in without some experience and some chart time, you're going to lose that $2,000. And I know for a lot of people in that situation, that's like the last 2,000 they have. But get with the materials, follow along, especially with this kind of a move on Litecoin. We'll get another opportunity. But don't be chasing up here thinking it's going higher. Litecoin, great one. You know, what are you going to do? 125 is the prior hop level. I think 125, you probably go sideways here. You got a lot of levels here. And then the monthly chart, this is the big question I have for Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash and those other privacy coins. I'll get to a few in a minute. What are we going to do here? Are we going to actually do some kind of price discovery move? Or is this just another one-off thrust? Your 382 is 188 on Litecoin. I'm talking for the cycle versus 886, like 370, 375. That's probably all we can really hope for. Unless we get some super fireworks that blast through the 382. We've seen that happen in XRP. We've seen it happen in XLM, but that's what would have to go down for us to be able to expect more. So you got that situation going for us, which is nice. Or we got Bitcoin Cash, the other super laggard, boomer coin. Yep, I'm not a boomer, but I'm damn close. Same deal. hasn't really moved. Has not really moved in years. You go back, we're at the same price we were 4 or 5 years ago. And 886 is somewhere around 1,1500. That's probably the most you can really get out of this cycle. Sure, that's a triple. And I think that wouldn't be surprising to anybody. We need to see follow-through action this month. Remember, Bitcoin Cash had that too. We had patterns looking left. Remember these? Hold on. Remember the bat pattern? So how do you know? You just open up the software and you find patterns like this, or join us every Tuesday, Thursday at 12 noon-ish, and we'll highlight them for you. 285. That was the low in August. Now you're up at target 2. Also look at what it's doing. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. How to read the signals. You know, we got up to target 1 in strong fashion. We paused and then we continued. How do you know? You look for signs. You bump your stops up. This one, 549, that's probably it for now. And it's doubled in a very short period of time. Think about that. Also, always come in. What's it done the last 30 bars? Yep. What's up, AAA? Wants to look at Filecoin from a way back in the chat. Filecoin's another one we looked at last time. Remember $4? I highlighted this last week. We went to almost 8. But what's here? And just another perfect example, if you will. Target 1724. Okay. And you might think to yourself, oh, well, I'm going to miss out because it might go to target 2. No, you won't. Liquidity is not that strong in crypto. My suggestion is plan on missing the last 50 cents, the last 10% of any move. Get out early, get into that liquidity, and dump the liquidity on the late buyers. And then here's the next opportunity for Filecoin. Shark pattern. That completed a few days ago. Let's get it back to T1 around 511. This is that back-to-back bullish to bearish reaction. Set us up. And then the blast off return move. This makes so much sense for the next 10 days that we set it up, we take the profits, and we get ready for that reaction and then buy it on the retracement for then the blast off move. It sets it up perfectly. Everybody that's trying to jump in now, you're late. Please hear me out. Please be patient. Even if some things are going to continue to pop off. If you're not willing to be patient, now you will never be patient and you will get burned. Stay with that. Couple more. We'll do some stocks. What's up, Universal? Wants to look at AVT. Is that Aventus? Aventus. Ooh, okay. Kind of spiky. I bet it's a low volume critter. But deep crab. So how do we know that we have something here? Prior pattern at 212. It's a deep crab. It's a perfect type too. But you're a little bit overbought around 3. Can we get something? Do we have anything on a 4-hour or hourly that would trigger us? Not really. Oh, sure we do. Here we go again. Okay, great. We're at the T2. I mean, actually super tight on that T2. Maybe this does have legs. There was the T1. Came back. The T2 did get rejected, but look, here's the confirmation. That's something we'll talk about tomorrow. I will outline all the aspects of the software, how to install it, how to read the dots, the lines, and what they mean. But this, yeah, maybe that can get going. Maybe that can get going. What's up, Chris? Wants to look at Dogwifhat. How are you today, Chris? Welcome to the program. We are here Tuesday and Thursday, 12 noonish Eastern. Dogwifhat. If I could buy this, I'd buy anything. at that point. Because remember, we're all just kind of feeding off of these liquidity pools as crazy crypto traders, FOMO in left and right with no plan, no framework. That's not us. We come with a plan, we come with receipts, and we prepare to execute at levels. For Dogwifhat, this is another beauty. Back to back, look, bearish pattern, T1, take it off. Come back again, bullish. Now we have a blown out crab here, but can you get to target 280? Get me to 280, my friend, and then come back and remind me. It's on you. That's your assignment to remind me. Say, hey Scott, Dogwifhat hit 280. Do we buy? It's either 280 or 245, because if we're going to get the price discovery, it's going to be like that. 4-hour chart. Here's the weekly. Weekly's not, look, oh, that's a nice weekly chart. Yeesh. Nice weekly chart. I'd still wait for that. Get the pullback. 280 minimum. It's going to be a real exercise in your discipline and your patience. Couple more. What's up, Joe? That's quite a list, Joe. XRP, ADA. The only thing I didn't catch on your list was HBAR and Algo. I had a tiny HBAR. Algo. Another one. Yeesh. Now I'm thinking XLM was an underperformer looking at this kind of garbage. I mean, this is beautiful garbage, but looks like, XLM was not the only one to go from 9 to 60 cents. And there's Algo. This is stellar, as in stellar lumens. Yeah, Algo, I like these ideas. I need to see something, though. I don't have anything here. What about the 4-hour chart? I mean, that's going to run out of steam soon, no matter how you slice it. If it's 50 cents, 60 cents, or 70 cents, yeah, this is on a big fat run. But wait for the retracement. It might take a week. But no sense, please, people. No chasing. You're going to lose money if you try to buy something up here. You might as well go to Vegas or put some money on the Super Bowl. Here's the hourly. And yeah, hourly's maybe a good way to go on these if you're really desperate. Okay, because you need to get oversold. Like you're almost there oversold, but you still have a few bars to get that done. So you're 53 at the moment. I mean, I could come back to 40 cents pretty easily. But if you go in now, that's a 20+% retracement. I'm not playing like that. What's up, Red? Red wants to look at, what's this, Stark perpetual. Yeah, guys, I'm starting to get to the point where I can only say caveat emptor, buyer beware, but let me line it up for you. What do we see here, folks? First person to name this pattern will get a 30-day gold membership and 30-day trading view access. You didn't think I was doing that. What is the name of this pattern? Give me the name of this pattern, and I will give you a 30-day gold membership. Let me know. We're going to give away a 60-day gold membership and software access. 69 QE. Come on. Sebastian, you are the winner. It is a bat pattern. Thank you very much. You guys need to wake up in the chat there. Get some coffee. I'm on cup number 3. It's a bat at the hop. What does that mean? It means that we're pretty much done for now. And how do we know? It's hit the hop. It's a daily level. And what does it do? On the day it hits, what's it do? The next day, it stalls with a doji. Bear candle, another bear candle. 70 cents, that's it. Where can we go? Can we come back to 51? It's a great example. And I like this, and I'm going to charge you with reminding me about this one, because this is going to be, going forward, We get these retracements, these type 1 reactions. Where's the biggest move? Reaction, return, and fail. I like it. I'll like it at 51 cents. And when we talk in recovery range, that's got a long way to go. It's a beautiful weekly base, but you're doing a lot of first thrusts on these weekly bases. That's it. I don't want to go through a 25-30% correction. Okay, so I'll be patient. I'm willing to wait. What's up, Jason? Wants to look at Turbo. That was one that had a big pattern. I haven't looked at that in a week and a day. Oh, you got on Coinbase. You dirty, dirty dog. Turbo. Let's get a real data feed. Like Binance. It didn't move. And Turbo's got stuff. It moved in October. I like this. Jason. Nice one. Do you have the software, Jason? Honest answer, yes or no? Let me know. Type in the chat, and then I will respond appropriately. I like that. Okay. Let's watch it. Jason, that's your assignment. When this thing gets to, well, we're there right now, retesting that green line. I will tell you all about that tomorrow as well. Jason, 30 seconds to respond. Believe me, you'll want to respond. No. Okay, my man. Jason, email me, harmonictrader@gmail.com. I'm going to set you up with a 30-day access for free. Okay? I knew you weren't, and I can't emphasize enough how important it is for everyone to get with the free trial at a minimum. And then if you can't afford it or you're not ready to make the commitment, just contact me. And I'm saying this now because time is running out for this cycle. Even if you don't place your first trade for 30 days because you went in and you studied, you're still going to have 3 months of this kind of generational opportunity. And it is. Send your HPC username, your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst. Jason, email me personally at harmonictrader@gmail.com. And I'll get you set up with 30 days gold. And you can see what we do. Okay, this is the time, guys. It's now. And Jason, your job for me is just to remind me about Turbo on Thursday. Please. I like it here. I need to see something else. The 4-hour. Oh, here we go. All right, here's the 4-hour deal for Turbo. Check it out. Back-to-back situation. I like this. Can we get down? I mean, we've got back-to-back shark patterns. This is Turbo. Somewhere around 0.65, guys. We have the shark, and this is the back-to-back setup. First thrust, type 1 reaction, come back down, and then when we do the return move, we fail and we blast. And I think I'll call this right now, and Jason, you're going to have to track this. We get down here to 0.006 tenths, 0.006, 6 tenths of a penny. Then we go up above a penny. A penny. A double. I'm calling the double now. Couple more. Snipes, you're so right about scale. Don't chase. I like the weekly action here. Scale was at 7. 7.5 got to 8. Nice one. And look at all this. So again, this is what I mean by getting your chart exposure, because you're going to learn how to read this stuff. Beautiful pattern looking left. 3.9 cents. Yes, we went, confirmation was 2.9. But we got to target 1. You did the work. Type 1 reaction at 7.5. That's, by the way we look at it and how we plan this stuff out, done. Come back down, maybe to 4 cents, or even better, quick reaction and give me some kind of oversold trigger to continue higher. Because remember, this is a massive recovery candidate as well. So when we look at the prior cycle, That's a beauty. And these are relevant ranges. I know it's tough to envision this, but with what we've seen in Cardano and XRP and all the others, okay, 137 down to 2 cents. And we could look at the obvious levels, 382, like there. And I'm doing this repetitively to reinforce the simple strategy. 382 recovery, 53, 54 cents. I would start there as your maximum possibility. And then, if we get crazy above that, 886. But that's how we get an idea of what's happening here. I like scale. Who knows? That could be HBAR or it could be Anchor. Anchor USD is another one. Hasn't really moved that much. We've come off the floor. But in terms of the prior whole range here, no, not yet. 4.6 cents. Okay, daily is like this. All right. Massive back-to-back on Anchor. I like this setup. Why? We have the pattern looking left. Now we have the bearish pattern. Come back to 3.5. I will start looking at 3.5 for Anchor. Do the return move and blow through. So many of these have done that. Greg, great comment. He's talking about total index. I think that's a good place to kind of wrap up this crypto discussion. Total. Greg's saying it's up 53% in 30 days. Please note that. Please be aware that that is an insane amount of allocation. And our targets for crypto market cap are still 1618 levels. We've got everything we want to see here. For this to be a deep crab and we go minimum 4.4 trillion. But you have a few things up here. Can we pause it? Are we overbought? Yeah, we're overbought. Check it out. We're overbought and we have this descending, these descending tops. Let that come out a little bit. We need a little air to breathe. And remember, total 3, that's without the top 10, which I think is a good way to look at this stuff. We were at targets. Okay, we were at T1, T2 targets. I think it was the weekly. Yeah, weekly on T2. All right, and went to retest the highs. 850 for total 3. Okay, and this is beautiful. This will go higher. Probably need to digest a little bit. But the dailies, here we go again. And this is going to be a great chart going forward. We're getting rejected off of the hop level. Can we come to target 1? I don't think so. I mean, this is a hell of a move. What I think you'll get is this thing will come off the trillion mark. You're at 1.05 trillion. So, you're not very far off the top. There you go. Rejected, day 2. Yesterday was day 1 at the hop. And then can we get some kind of oversold down here? Great one to be looking at. Total 3 going forward. Yeah. Yeah, I'll jump to stocks in a second, guys. Be aware of that. Again, a lot of these patterns hitting levels like that and not blasting through. In fact, we can see on the day, yesterday that is, we poked above 1.07, didn't spend more than 12 hours there, and we're back down. Those are the early signs, individual signs. Again, for a pause, a retracement, that's it. But just understand, we're hitting limits. It's probably the best way to think about that. You're at your harmonic limit for now. We need to digest this meal. Jasmy on a tear. Yeah, it is on a tear. We looked at that. AIOZ, we looked at that too. anyone for Drip Dried. What's up? Been a while, man. Where have you been? How was your Thanksgiving? Anyone protocol. Perfect. What's there? First person to type in the proper name of this will win a 30-day gold membership and license for any one protocol. What is the name of this pattern? Put that in. We've got that. This is going to set up for a T1, guys. T1 down. I'll take either names for this pattern. T1 down to 169. Praveen, you win. Praveen, email me at harmonictrader@gmail. You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. A deep crab. Any one protocol, 169. Great first thrust move. Okay, but retracements already began. And we'll get down to one. Praveen, it's up to you to remind me of that. Everybody else, let's save the rest of these for next time. George, we'll look at Theta and Pepe and Rolls Royce. We'll look at ApeCoin next time. But again, a lot of them, if you're not with the software, please, the time is now that you can chart your own. If you want to have a clue, it's not difficult. You just open up the software, show you a pattern like ApeCoin. That's the last one. ApeCoin's like this. And I like ApeCoin. Okay, ApeCoin. Deep crab. Regular crab. Up here, T1. Hitting some resistance, 170. I like the larger dynamics. ApeCoin, remind me of this next time. Not even a first thrust, but I like what's going on with ApeCoin. And you look at the recovery range. We need to put in a higher low and break out. Against these weeklies, there's a lot of massive opportunities like this still available to us. All right, let's do the stocks. Stonks. We have to go to SPY, S&P 500, trading 603. Here's the 618. I don't know why I had 591 last time, but 618 hop run. That's the objective. It was end of January. Now, by the end of the month, there's nothing stopping this. Nothing at all. And check out what just happened here. The 50 level on the daily or the weekly turning back up. So this is still in full force, guys. 618. Market, we are certainly in an overspill move. A follow-through serial bar over bar, week over week climb. The monthly is even more demonstrative. I mean, that's a clean chart. That is so clean. 618. It's a massive pattern. Is it an opportunity? Not yet. I'll respect that. If anything, the pattern helps us to identify where is it exactly going. We had the reaction at 561. Hop level 618, the only possibility as we grind higher. And look, yeah. Again, pull it together here. Just take a quick look. You know, tell me what's going on with things like this. You know, tell me what's going on in that area. That's amplified RSI. Still going higher? Hold on, let me make that nice and clear. Okay, still in the overbought zone. That hasn't reversed. That would need to turn down and actually roll over quite a bit. And then HSI is just firmly chugging higher. And if you're bullish, which I am and continue to be, that's what's going to go down. You're going to make the run to 618 as you get to the overbought level and then hopefully blast through. Okay, the strongest move here would be an absolute continuation. And we would have to then throw the larger extensions, which, look, we take this out. Let's say we're trading 630 on the SPY. There's nothing but a 2618. And I think these are valid targets going into next year. 690, 314. You need to start thinking this at this level. This is the 2025 trade. SPY at 761. QQQ. We know the first number is 550 at this point. All right, take a look. Heading back up, amplified still in the overbought. I talked about this last time. I won't spend much time on it. I will break down on some individual components though today. 551, guys, 550. And then once we take out 550, let's go 2618, 2618 for next year is like 660. And I'm really firm on that. I've talked a lot about to my members of why it's the extreme level. But once we take this out, and we're doing it in demonstrative fashion, that's the only place for it to go. I like what's going on there. A couple people want to look at Apple. Looks like this. All-time new highs. Way to go. On the monthly chart, no less. I mean, that is just an amazing chart, guys. You think Apple's going to turn around and dump anytime soon? I'm not of that opinion. It's like this. Hold on, where's my regression channel? Oh, come on. Here it is. Just do this. Okay, understand that's your train track long-term path forward. That's not stopping. There's really not much up here. You are retesting HSI overbought, but you would need 2 more months, 2 bearish months before you would even think that would go into a pause. I think 260, the top end of the range, is a pretty easy objective. What's the daily? Oh, geez. Well, we're all knee-deep in crypto. Apple decided to give us a high-level HSI continuation at 220, and I would ride that up to the top end of the trend channel. Top end of that trend channel. Thank you. Nice. A couple of those crypto stocks. Well, of course, MicroStrategy. What's going on there? Nice little pullback on the daily. Remember what was up at 500? All-time 1618. Where'd you go? Go to the weekly. 886, where's 1618? Let's bring that down. 1618 was not hit. Yeah, that's like 586. Yeah, we'll probably get there. At this point, you have to respect the simple fact. It's a triple off October lows. Yeah, I mean, that was 100 back in September. And when it went 5x. So we're overbought. Break it to a 4-hour. Maybe the next step in the process. Okay, we're getting there. MicroStrategy. You have some oversold triggers on the 4-hour. Right about there. But you need 2 more green bars. 370. We'll come back on Thursday. That'll probably give us what we need to see. And then are we going to get trend continuation? It kind of lines up with what Bitcoin's doing as well. A few more. What's up, Rolls? Let's look at BTBT. We get to more of these crypto plays. Again, these haven't run as aggressively as some of the crypto individually, but they will. I think when Bitcoin gets above 100K, all of these miners will moon. So it's taking your time. Don't forget, look, BT's this. It's a big bat pattern, and your target is still 1293. You're 435 at the moment. Find a good entry. 350, $4, something like that. But that's what you're playing for. That's how you strategize your plan. And actually, there's the T2. So I would even say this is more like a $20 objective. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. Nvidia for Nasser, what's up, man? Did you get set up? Let me know. DM me in Discord. Nvidia, guys, is 139, and that's on the weekly chart, where our 1618 is 175. I expect that in the next few months. But take a look. Wasn't this a 4-hour? We were talking about this. No, it's a daily. Okay, another. Oh, yeah. We talked about this yesterday. It's another type 1. And let me clean up the chart. So, again, here we go with this type 1 reaction. Off of the reaction, target 133. And I'm looking for the return move now. So Nvidia just setting up. Can we get back to 150 or even 163? I charge you with keeping updates on Nvidia. Please say, hey, Scott, Nvidia's here, or it's there, or it's at 133. But that's the play. Let Nvidia settle out. Did we get oversold? No. 4-hour chart, we did, though. And I like it on the 4-hour. There you go. It is even better. Look, deep crab, target 1 with a bunch of dots, return move. Where did we see that previously? Check out the bat from September. Type 1. This one went to 106 with the target 2. Why? Because there's your dot. There's the completion. And then you do the return move and blow out through. I like it. Nvidia is just going to stair step for the next couple of years like this. I would set the alert there. What's up, Daniel? Always has a great list for us. He wants to look at Fiverr. Oof. Man, where were you back at 21 in October? But I like that. What's the weekly look like? Here we go, recovering. Are you kidding me? Look at this. All right, the first person to name this pattern wins the 60-day license and gold membership. And if you have TradingView, you just get the gold membership for 60 days. All right, what is the name of that beautiful all-time pattern? Grace Foundation, you win the 60-day license. Grace, do you have the software? Let me know in the chat. And you have to email me at harmonictrader@gmail.com. But boy, I like this one. Greg, come on, you know that's a bat pattern. That's no Gartley, man. And that's a massive one. Again, I can't recommend chasing it. I can recommend, all right, what's the last 4-hour just got oversold. Maybe you take a shot down there at 30 bucks. It's tough for me. I don't recommend chasing. But there's the Gartley all the way back on the 4-hour at 21. Yeah, let's just come back to this. We'll get another shot. Yeah, I do, but I'm still going to ask people. It is. It's a bat, guys. I don't know. If you guys are answering Austin, that's not a butterfly, man. Butterfly is an extension pattern. It was the weekly, and it's a bat, and it looks like this. Looks like this, sorry. It's not the nicest of bats, but you have a big pattern looking left. It's kind of like square. You know, this massive pattern, square at 93, taking its time. You're looking for 177 eventually. But, extended basing. That's okay. What was the other one you had? Greg wants to look at CleanSpark. Okay. And these are all the same. Okay, wait for the next setup. They all have massive patterns looking left. I'm of the opinion that CleanSpark has a retest as low as $10 coming. And we have, there's a Gartley here. All right, and this is the way to read it. Okay, T1 dollar sign. You go to T1, T2 targets, and you can't pile through. It doesn't take more than a day or two of stalling to know that that's about it. You've hit your limit. Can we come back one more time? You're 14. I'm looking for 1033, my man. 1033. And that would be the type 2 to set it off and blast on through. Okay? I like that. What's up, NFT? Wants to look at Kagra? CAG. Kagra Brands. Yeah, this is a weekly, isn't it? We have a big patterns down here, don't we? There you go. Crab pattern on the weekly. I like it. It's a slow mover. Slow and steady, type 2. Okay, we just put that in. What was that, 2 weeks ago? T2 designation with confirmation, 2674. And you're looking for that to be a big cycle low. What's the monthly look like on there? Some dots. I think, you know, you can ballpark that anywhere under 30. Anywhere under 30, that should hold. Nice bat pattern too. Yep. One more from Daniel with Snap. I think I know what's here too. It's been a while for me, but not Snap, Snap. Snap's like that. 12. That's a monthly all-time reset. Weekly, right on, man. I appreciate you. Always have great. I know you have the software, and I know you've done your homework there. That makes it really easy for me to read these off. It's a shark, $10, terminal bar 1255, basically where you are right now. This is probably going to require earnings to really blast it, and that's not till February. But I don't see you getting hurt. $11, $12 down here. Yeah. All good. Good stuff. I'll have more. I got more of these for sure. Listen, folks, everybody, get on over harmonictrader.com, get the free trial. Let's start there. Anybody that is not with the software, send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. For all that have signed up or subscribers, and if you didn't get the invite for tomorrow's Black Friday Cyber Monday webinar, check your inbox tonight. It's 12 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to do an exclusive software breakdown. Finally, the final point, get the dang discount now. You can access all that information on my blog, Black Friday. Use the input code for Black Friday. That also goes for the membership. So any of you that are ready to subscribe to Harmonic Trader, input the code Black Friday. And the full package, again, for anybody that wants Ninja and TradingView, I'm running 3 platforms. Sometimes 4, but 3 analytical platforms on 4 screens. That's where Ninja and eSignal, Sierra, or MetaTrader would serve you well. You buy those, they're the Cadillac edition, and you can get TradingView as with that, plus 30%. This is the deal. We got it till next week, and then it goes away. All right, that's what I have for today, folks. On Thursday, we're going to give away a few more software for 30 days and one for 60. And then if you have any questions, get over to me at harmonictrader@gmail. All the people that were winners, I know who you are. You have to send me an email so I can set you up on Discord and Gold membership. Great session. Great to be back. Get settled in, be patient, stick to the plan. We've got a long way to go. Until then, I'll see you next time. And as